What's up? What's up? What it is? I need to clean my glasses for real. Good God. Okay. So it's Tuesday, and you know what Tuesdays are. Tuesdays are for going live on IG. I made a commitment to myself that I would be more present on social media. And so I would be more open on social media. And so today is Tuesday, and Tuesdays are going live days for me. And that's part of a bigger scheme, a bigger plan, a bigger thing that I kind of am cultivating for myself, trying to grow my brand, trying to grow my business and reach out to more people than I was before. I need to get these lights on me. The light ain't really hit me how I want it to. Is that a little bit better? There we go. Okay. But yeah, and so Tuesdays are about that. I come in for 30 minutes. So at 7:40 we start. And so at 8:10 we will end this live. But I definitely wanted to come in today to make sure that I hold down my commitment that I made to myself about going live. And last week I talked to you guys about fear, talked to you guys about, what caused me to lose all of my confidence when it came to photography. And I also talked about why I chose the name 23 Days in March for my company. And today we are going in a little bit of a different direction. Same kind of, just open discussion. I think these days, these Tuesdays to start out are just going to be days where I just come and, just openly have a conversation, or I guess a monologue, really, just kind of talking and just kind of getting you guys to know who I am and about me and my brand. I'm a photographer. I'll start out by saying that. Let's let the room kind of warm up a little bit. I'm a photographer. I've been a photographer for almost 10 years. I specialize in event, wedding, and real estate photography. I started out in model photography, and I did that for a few years before I found my calling in event, wedding, and real estate. And when I say events, I mean I do events like engagements. If you're getting engaged, I do events like corporate events, and of course real estate photography. You know what that is. So I handle a little bit of that as well. And I've been in photography for 10 years, and I thoroughly enjoy it. A lot of the times people will talk about, finding something they love doing and it's never worked. And that's what photography is for me. I love photography so much that I don't feel like I'm working when I'm doing it. And so, I decided that I was going to make it into a full-time thing, and that's going to be for the end of me forever and always. I will be a photographer full time, and that's what I am. And that's what I named myself. And so that's where we are today. So, yeah. I think today's topics, we have two. And the first one, is about that transition from quitting my full-time job and then transitioning to my passion, which is photography, and making that my business, and how I believe you should go about it. This isn't the only way you can go about it, but I believe that when, the old adage of, gas pedal down to the floor and squeezing out every drop of lemon that you can get, as it relates to your business when you're first starting out. I think that adage is outdated. I think that it needs to be reworked. And I think that we live in a different day and a different age. And if you're smart about what you do, if you are diligent about what you do, then you don't have to grind yourself into the ground to make your business grow, to get your business to be as big as you want it to be. And it's all about, taking the steps to get to that point. So we're going to talk about how I feel like you should do that. It's not the only way you can do it, but this is how I do it. And I believe that it's the right way. And I want to share my insight on it, because I've been on the other side of grinding and pushing it to the ground and working, 17, 18-hour days. And I'm at a point now where work smarter, not harder. It's all about working smarter. We're also going to talk about living freely and expressing your desires and expressing who you are as a person freely, and not holding on to anything, not holding on to any of your words about who you are, what you are, and what you expect, and how that can grow your business, and how not doing that can hurt your business. So we're going to do those two things today. And so I'm going to pour me a glass of wine. Pour me a glass of wine. My sister got me this red blend. If you can see it, Menage a Trois red blend. I'm a red drinker. I actually love. I'm not a huge fan of red blends unless they're what are they? I guess not sweet. I don't dry. Yeah. If they're dry, I can do a red. I don't like sweet wine at all. I like dry wines. I don't like too much of a dry wine, but I like Merlot, Cabernet, and Malbec. Not too much of a Malbec drinker, but I'll try it if it's there more than anything else. I'm not a white wine drinker. Pinots are too sweet for me. Moscato, that was when I was 24 and listening to Drake. Y'all remember when Drake used to say, glass of Moscato. Ow. I don't drink Moscato anymore. Anita, fun fact, used to be a red wine drinker, but she can no longer drink red wine. So she's reduced to drinking white wines only. And red wines give her migraines now, so she can't even have red wines. So I have to kind of have mine in secret. I keep it away from her. But I'm going to go ahead and pour me a glass of this red blend. It's really good. I highly recommend it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that while we wait for people to get into the room. Go ahead and pour me a little taste. I got this cool aerator the other day. We got one for Anita's mom last year for Christmas. And I highly recommend, if you drink red wines, to get you an aerator. I'm spilling it all over the place. They're really good. But yeah, so we're going to go ahead and get into it. I feel like I've kind of let the room warm up as much as I can. But we're going to go ahead and get into it. And the first thing I want to talk about is, quitting your job, your full-time job, to start your business. If you're a creative, or if you just have a passion for something and you want to start that as your full-time, why I believe it's important to apply the same tactics from your full-time job that you had to your creative job. And I'll start with the backstory. So when I first started out in photography as an amateur, I got my first camera and I hit the ground running. I had a full-time job, and then I was also doing photography full-time as well, basically. Whenever somebody called me, it didn't matter who it was, what time it was, whatever it was, I was doing it. And I would go to events, I would shoot models, I would shoot weddings, music videos. It didn't matter what it was. I was there, ready to shoot it. And the mantra that I guess walked to was that no matter what happened, I was going to get the person's work back to them within 48 hours. And so if I did a photo shoot on Monday, you could expect your work back to you on Wednesday. And there were some times when I had like 5 or 6 shoots in one day, and then I had to go home for 2 days and pump out, 4 or 5 photo shoots, at least 15 edits each. So that's almost close to 100 edits. By the way, that's like what you do in a wedding. And when you do that many edits on a wedding, you normally tell a couple, or you tell the bride and groom, it's going to take at least 2 to 3 weeks to get those photos back. So I was pumping out, 100 edits in the course of 2 days. And then I would start all over again, getting my next clients and also working a full-time job, but editing photos, shooting photo shoots, shooting videos, and just trying to get as much work as I could as fast as possible, just pounding it out. And I got nowhere. I spun my wheels and I got nowhere. I just spun my wheels as fast as I could and I got nowhere. And it didn't hit me. It didn't dawn on me, why I didn't get anywhere, how or why this wasn't working for me until last year, when I finally decided to take a jump again and say I'm not going to work a full-time job, that I'm going to invest all of my time into photography and film, and I'm going to make that work for me. And when I did that, I realized that you can't work 18-hour days and expect to be successful at your business. I'm sorry. Some people believe you can, but I don't believe you can do that. I saw a post of a guy, one of my Facebook friends, who said he quit his full-time working 9 to 5 and now owns a business, and his days go from 5 a.m. to 2 a.m. the next day. And I'm sorry. I don't believe that that's beneficial. I don't believe that you are getting the most out of your day. I don't believe that if you are working for that many hours a day, that everything you do in that day is beneficial to the success of your brand, of your company, and of who you are as a business person. Because we all need sleep. And the funny thing is, I was, scrolling on Instagram, and I was actually looking for topics for today. And I came across Gary Vee. That's my guy. I follow him. I love Gary Vee. Shout out to Gary Vee. And he kind of said something. He said he gets 10 hours of sleep a day, but he crushes the other 14 hours in a day. So it's not about how much work he gets done as much as he realized he has to get this 14 hours in, or these 10 hours in of sleep every day. And I believe that. I'm a firm believer in getting your 7 or your 8 or your 9 hours of sleep every day, and prioritizing those other 14 hours of the day into the most you can get out of it. Because it doesn't work to burn yourself at both ends of the candle. You can have 18, 20-hour day and think, oh, look how much I got done. But I guarantee you, if you step back and you look at everything that you did, somewhere something dropped off quality wise. If you're a photographer and you're working 18 hours a day and you editing photos and doing shoots, one of those shoots didn't come out the way you liked it. Some of those edits didn't come out the way you wanted it. If you are working the stock market and you're working 18 hours a day, at some point in that day, you lost more money than you earned in those hours because you were not functioning at the highest possible point. I'm sorry, I don't believe that you can work that many hours and do that type of work and consistently put out the highest level quality work that you're looking to put out. So I'm a big fan now going forward, and especially for my career, of doing my work day kind of like this. I'm gonna explain to you because I feel like I'm rambling. Let me get a sip though, because I need a sip. So my work day starts at about 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm up at about 6:30, sometimes 7 if I'm dragging. I wake up, I process my morning, I get my coffee, and my day starts. Boom. 7 o'clock, I'm doing whatever I need to do in that day from 7 o'clock, depending on what day it is. If it's Monday, then I'm recording my YouTube video and I'm going around to various businesses, shaking hands, handing out flyers, drumming up business, doing whatever I got to do. If it's Tuesday, I'm doing whatever side hustle jobs and I'm doing in the middle of getting and booking clients, and I'm out and about. Or I'm working my side hustles. By the way, tomorrow, Wednesday, I will have a YouTube video up, 3 ways that you can supplement your photography income. There are 3 things that I do to supplement my business income when I'm not booking shoots the way that I want to, which right now it's a little of a dry spell for me. But it's okay. The universe will work for me as it's supposed to, and now it will come back to me. I know this to be true. I'll work one of my side hustles or whatever I'm doing, and then I'll go to the gym if it's Monday, Wednesday, or Friday, and then I'll come home and I'll work on my photos, or I'll work on my video, or I'll start researching more clients that I can potentially market myself to. And from about 7 a.m. till about 6 p.m., it's all about efficiency. What I can do to maximize my day, to get the most out of my brand, to get the most out of who I am, to push my brand farther and farther and farther, and to reach as many people as I can. So from 7 a.m. till about 6 p.m., that's 11 hours. I take breakfast, I take lunch, and then by 7 p.m., I'm sitting down to eat dinner. And after 7 p.m., the laptop closes. The phone is put away. I'm no longer thinking about anything that relates to photography or film in a business aspect, in a business way. I have shut it all down. Right now, I'm at 7 o'clock. I got a glass of wine. I got my feet up on the bed. Anita is right beside me. We're eating dinner. And we're trying to figure out what we about to watch on TV for a couple of hours before we hit the hay at about 9 or 10 o'clock at night, sometimes 11, just depending on if I can get to sleep or not. But that's how my days go. And I don't stress. I used to stress about it. I used to say, man, like, you crazy, Tim? It's 7 o'clock. What are you doing? Everybody else out here working hard. These people ain't stopping. You got to go get the bag. You got to secure it. Work. This grind don't stop. Yada, 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 yada. No, like, I'm sorry. Like, I can't be efficient after 7 o'clock. I'm 35. My body ain't set up like that anymore. I'm not going to push myself to do subpar work. After a certain hour, I'm going to recharge my battery, recharge my energy, and get back at it early in the morning and know that I have another opportunity to actually do that. And so I'm a huge believer in this 18-hour day that these, influencers tell you that they're working, that, boxers and movie stars and yada, yada, yada will tell you I'm up at 2:30 in the morning and I don't sleep until, 10 o'clock at night. That's good for you. Like, I'm glad it works for you. I'm glad that it was successful for you, but that's not my journey. That's not where I'm trying to be. And I value my 7, 8, 9, 10 hours of sleep every night. And so I am keen on making sure that I get my 6 or my 7 or 8 hours of sleep, because I understand crushing those other 11 or 14 hours of the day, crushing those hours means more to me. Social media is a 24-hour clock. If I put a video up at 8 o'clock in the morning, it will continue to be on my feed all day long. It'll continue to work for me. People will see it all day long. I don't have to be up at 2 a.m. telling you that I'm getting the bag. You can see it if I'm consistent with my work. If you're a photographer starting out, if you're a videographer starting out, if you're starting out your business, whatever you are, if you're coming across this video, that's the first thing I want to tell you. Do not grind yourself down. Do not punish yourself for trying to be successful. Work your schedule, be committed to your schedule, and crush those hours of the day when you are on. And then take that time to recharge. Take that time to connect with the people in your life that are there, that are actually supporting you right now. All right. So I I talk for a lot on that. So we're going to move on to the second topic. Part 2 of this video. We got about 10 minutes left, so I'm not going to hold you guys too much more longer. I want to get into the bedroom. Like I said, it's after 7, so I'm trying to get in the bedroom. Anita's in there watching Milan, and I'm letting her finish it because we gotta finish watching the Aretha Franklin special. But let's go ahead and get to the second part. The second part of this is live freely and express your desires, and don't hold on to what you want to say and expect your receiver to understand your message. I've learned being blunt does not mean being mean or being rude or being hateful. It means conveying 100% of the truth of my wants, needs, and actions. And I want to tell you guys about an incident that happened recently between me and Anita, and I won't go too personal in it, but we were out, and she was worried or she wanted to be somewhere else. Her mom and her niece were off, and her mom was dealing with her niece, or her mom was dealing with her granddaughter, and she wanted to be there to help her niece. Her mom help deal with her niece. And she didn't know what to do. She was torn. She felt like if she left my side, that she would, kind of be neglecting me at this event to go, attend to her niece. And she was torn in that moment. She didn't know what to do. And I kind of looked at her and I said, hey, go ahead and go help your mom and your niece, because I know that's where you want to be. And she's not used to me talking in this way. I'm normally a little bit shy with my words, used to be shy with my words. And she was like, well, don't say it like that. Like, that's not where I want to be, yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, hey, hold on. I don't think you're understanding how I'm saying this. I'm not saying it to be mean or rude or to push you away. I'm just saying this to say, hey, like, I know where you want to be. I know where your heart is in this moment. And I know you love your niece and you love your mom, and, they're only here for the weekend. I'm here every day. Go ahead and go fulfill that need, that want that you're urging to be around right now. And she didn't understand that. She didn't get that, because that's not the type of person that I've been that I've been around her. I've been someone who at times was scared to speak about or speak out my intentions or my wants or my needs, or when I'm uncomfortable. And I know you might be asking, well, how does this relate to photography? How does this relate to film? And how does this relate to growing a business? Well, if you are diligent about your words, if you don't mince your words, and if you speak unto the universe exactly what you want and exactly what you need, you will get those things, or the universe will clear a path for you to walk into those things. And I had to learn that over the course of this last year, dealing with a lot of personal issues. I'm not ready to get into those things now just yet, but I promise you when the time comes, I will share them. But this last year taught me that I have to be deliberate with my words. I have to be deliberate with myself. And it starts here. It starts with when I say that I'm going to go live on Tuesdays, that I'm committed to that choice. When something is not right, I used to kind of beat around the bush and not address those things. And I realized they would sit on my mind all day and they would fester inside of me. And I would hope that the person that offended me or whatever situation offended me would somehow correct itself. And how does this relate to business? Well, if you're a business owner, it relates heavily, because you can't mince your words. You cannot hold your tongue. You have to be deliberate about who you are. You have to tell your clients what you are, who you are, and you have to be able to what's the word I'm looking for? You have to be able to convey your message about who you are and what your brand is effectively. So don't mince your words. Don't hold on to your words. Don't expect for people to understand who you are and what you're about if you are afraid to speak those things about your desires out into the universe. And this may not help everybody. This message may not be for everybody, but I'm hoping that it helps someone. Because my reflection in my life kind of showed me that I haven't always been the person who spoke up about my intentions. I kept everything close to the chest, and I was a really shy person. And I don't do that anymore. And what it has done for me is it's helped me internally. It's helped me lose 85 pounds. It's helped me start my business. It's helped me be diligent about being a better business owner. It's helped me hold myself accountable and understand that if something is bothering me, I'm not going to hold on to it. Whatever it is, I'm not going to hold on to it. And then what I've noticed is it's kind of reverbed into my business. It's kind of helped me hold myself accountable. So when I'm not doing what I say I'm going to do, I feel bad personally. And before, I would kind of just wash it off and and it would snowball, and I would say I was going to do something, and then I wouldn't do it, and I would never get anything done. But holding others accountable and holding myself accountable, I'm now at a position where I intently do what I say I'm going to do. And I don't mind speaking my voice up when things are not correct or when I need to get something off my chest. And I don't know if that comes across how I want it to, but I just think it's really important for all of us, for any of us who need that motivation, to make sure that you are intent about your business. Make sure you're intent. Make sure your actions are pure. Make sure you follow through. Make sure that you don't allow for your thoughts to be corrupt with unfulfilled desires. It's important to protect your energy, protect your vibrations, because, and I feel like I'm rambling again, but because if you're letting things affect you personally, you cannot grow your business effectively. And so, those are the two things that I kind of wanted to touch on. We got about 2 more minutes. I told you I'm gonna give you 30 minutes and I'm out of here. But it's very important to me. That's something that I learned here in this last year, is to speak intently and ask of myself everything that I require of people around me, and to manifest anything that I want by speaking it. If I speak it, that's the manifestation. And then I just have to go get it. And that's the mantra that I live by in this moment right now. That's what I champion in this moment right now, is that if manifestation is real, and it all starts with your tongue. And if you do not properly speak from your tongue what you want in this world, you will get nothing. Your desires will be left desired. Speak intently, speak from the heart, and speak what you want, and don't mince your words, because as a photographer, as a business owner, it goes a long way. And so that's it. That's all I have time for today. I hope I didn't ramble too much. I hope I made sense, because it made sense up here. I don't know if it made sense coming out, but that's it. That's it. So get your 7, 8, or 9, 10 hours of sleep every night, and manifest the best life that you say you want, and speak it, and realize that once you speak it, it's already available for you. You just got to kind of hone in on it. You got to do the work. But if you say something, if you say your intentions and they're pure, the universe will give you everything you need. All right. So I think that's it. It just hit 8:10. You see it? Oh, it goes away. But yeah, it just hit 8:10. So I'm gonna get up out of here. Remember, like I said, tomorrow there will be a YouTube video up. It'll be 3 ways that you can supplement your income if you're a photographer or creative and you're looking for ways to supplement your income. Check that out on my YouTube channel, and check out my YouTube channel for all my other videos. They'll be up there. I have videos up there on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And I can't wait to be back up here again next Tuesday and talking to you guys. And hopefully I make sense at that point as well. Take one more sip. I'm gonna just say cheers to a beautiful day, to a beautiful evening, to beautiful people, and to manifesting your dreams and getting your proper amount of sleep. Peace out.